A little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense.
What they're looking for here. Mahomes will lead the 5-yard line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, Peter was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in mansion? That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
That first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Escapes the defender. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second down, Cousins. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Gronk's first catch, good for a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Cousins again. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he's going to return it to the 20.
I threw it wrong. No.
This win is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along.
That be on me, man. I have to. I don't know why I think I can just throw that red and get it over the linebackers' heads. I make that same dumbass mistake every time, bro. Shit, when am I going to learn?
They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he'll be taken down here.
That's me, Grunt, man. All I had to do was lob it up. That's a fucking touchdown.
2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the beat and move laterally. And
this shit does starting to piss me off.
Didn't happen on that play.
Now Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this one way up just shy.
This shit starting to piss me off for real. I'm starting to make the same dumbass mistake, man. Oh, really? Oh, God, man. Oh, God, I'm starting making this dumbass mistake, man.
Because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, It takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence.
They be beating them, just throwing it straight to the nigga, man.
The defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Gets it on the draw from Mahomes. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 3. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they... Gronkowski's going to go. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Gronkowski, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route because
I probably did the first damn time, man.
For that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mahomes now on first down. This is caught. Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his second touchdown on the within a touchdown. Extra point right down.
My bad. I know Johnny really can't call. He ain't ready for this yet. He got beat off the line, so Hooker fan.
Now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Patriots. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Listen to me.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Chris Jones on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Cousins now. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. He hits White, complete. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Cousins now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. A gain of 32 that time.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by big turnover there.
That's another one where I should have lobbed up in the back of the end zone. Bro, why I think these linebackers can't get to this shit, man. I'm sorry, Kirk Cousins. That shit be on me. That shit don't be on you. That be on me, man, making these badass throws.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it.
Damn, bro. Fuck, I keep making the same mistake. Damn, I be misjudging where these defenders be at, man. Damn. Be having a good drive going. Be misjudging how, man.
Mahomes now on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Damn, bro.
57 to go in this first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
This shit, I'm fucking off points, man.
He was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Dorsett. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
We're going, let's go.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Look for a second.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Just throw it away.
2nd down play will get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jermaine Kearse, as the first half is winding down, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Sturgis adds the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And this is incomplete with a clock. Just 3 seconds left.
Pick this shit off.
Tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Flushed out right. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down to the 28-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups.
I tried to turn it up, man. It's so hard to cut it up, man.
Any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Sometimes with the running game, there's no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. He's looking deep for Bell. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Third and long for Cousins. He's looking deep for Bell. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25.
I gotta stop bumping him over there. He ain't ready for this. That's on me. That's on me, baby.
44 yards.
I'm glad he fast though.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Line out! Yellow, yellow, yellow! Yellow! Line out!
On first down, they run with Howard. They had a very short
Man, John Howard truck these little ass niggas, man.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He leaves this one for Howard. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
And all this is taken in one hand, and what a catch. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
On the handoff, this is Howard. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second down, Cousins. Wide open, Gronkowski. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
From the red zone now, Cousins. That escapes the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
it's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, here's Cousins. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Cousins. And caught by Thomas for a Patriots touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw is Mahomes, and that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins. 41 yards. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes finding room to the 20. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not that time for Watkins.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Again to Howard. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line.
Why did he put his hand on doing that? That's my first time ever seeing him do some shit like that.
Because they've got the advantage, they've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Marthema Bagley used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go large.
Man, I hate these tight ends that can't fucking block, though. They be in the way. They be in the fucking way.
I am speechless. I time without speech. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Back near the goal line, Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. And they'll get him down up past the 5th parade. And now they'll have it, a gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Cousins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins.
Come on, Cousins, man. Come on, bro. Ain't no excuse for that throw, man. The dude is open.
And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Now Cousins. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To the air again, it's Cousins being chased out left. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here we go.
Now Howard. And he'll take it across the 50.
How the fuck did he end up getting in my fucking way, bro? God damn, man. It's like the offensive player want to get in your way, man. How the fuck he end up getting in my way, man?
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Play fake. Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Why does he have to cock the bitch back so far? All he had to do was just let the fucking ball go. 1st down, man. Let the ball go, man. Let it go. The fuck be wrong with these quarterbacks on this game, man? That wasn't even no deep ass throw. He got to cock it back that far.
The punter to send this one away. This will be fielded at the 17.
Damn. Oh, ain't no deep ass throw.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now here comes Kansas City. And the interception in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. Big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. That's actually right.
That happens more often than you might think. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on third down.
What the fuck? What the hell are they?
Fourth down now. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off
they fucking
after
my
this.
defense.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Single. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Left.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. That's caught by Treadwell.
Well, man. Come on, Chris Harris.
On fourth.
And they pick up the first down on a fourth down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on third down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mahomes now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And again, it's Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he's brought
Man, how is the fuck two people letting this man drag them like that, bro?
Up a 1st and goal. Now you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is here.
How the fuck do 3 people let 1 person? Man, these animations on this man is so crazy, bro. These animations are stupid, man. And that post been picked, man. My linebackers don't never jump the shit they supposed to jump. They always trying to let that shit get complete across their fucking face, man.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They run with Howard. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Howard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game.
Oh, wow, man. Why these
Too
niggas
bad,
so
isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's go, let's go.
They go with Howard again. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. They'll look to set up his blockers. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They're all through now, by the way, in Santa Clara. And it was the Niners who were able to come away with a victory there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year. To throw is Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit.
Man, I see what the problem is. Hey, when I try to click on somebody, they don't never click on the right nigga. They always click on the wrong person.
Doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Down the ball. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The Chiefs on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be third and forever.
Ace, ace.
One final try for Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game.